digital production.
Hey, welcome back to the Not Carrie Bradshaw YouTube channel. I'm Jess, aka Not Carrie Bradshaw, never to be confused. So today I want to talk to you guys about elevating your style in the new year. I am a lifelong student of fashion. I love learning about the industry. I love learning about the history. But the fun part of fashion is style. Because style can be very personal and it can be something that you can play around a lot with. And at one point, I think when I first moved to New York, the thing that intimidated me the most, especially attending FIT, was other people's style. I just felt like my style was really whack and that I just didn't really, I don't want to say fit in, but I don't think that I was really looking the part of someone who was interested in fashion or fashion media. And that's a very loaded statement, and we can get into that in another video. But I've been wanting to elevate my style or change around my wardrobe for a minute. I didn't necessarily want to change what my aesthetic is, because if you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm kind of a classic person. I like to add edgy elements, but I really like classic style, and sometimes classic can just look boring. So I decided that I wanted to elevate things. So when I started shopping, I made a deal with myself that I wouldn't buy anything that did not have an interesting color, pattern, or texture, and that I needed to layer more. So, and layering can be outerwear and or accessories. It's just layering things on. I mean, self-explanatory. So if you've been following along with me on Instagram, you've noticed that my past couple of posts, I've been talking a lot about those 4 elements, because I think that that's what can make your look really interesting, is adding color, texture, patterns, and layering. When I say texture, I mean a knitwear or something that's fur, something that just looks not flat, not matte. And I think as a person of color, color looks so good on us, and we should play around with it more. And then as far as patterns, I think that Solange was probably the first person who really got me into loving patterns. But it was something that I was a little bit shy about actually playing around with, especially when it comes to mixing prints, which is one of my favorite things to do. But when you can actually pull it off, it makes things look so much more interesting than they were before. So I think that if you guys also want to elevate your style along with me this year, incorporate those 4 elements. But before you even go shopping, the first thing you need to do is purge your closet. I don't mean to sound like, I don't know, one of those people, but I think that when it comes to style, well, when it comes to fashion, a huge part of the problem with the industry right now is that we constantly feel the need to buy more. And that's just consumerism as a whole. But I think that before you buy anything new, you need to go through what you already have and assess what you want to keep and what you can get rid of. And I think that that also kind of helps in terms of recycling clothes. Give those things away. If you have gained weight like I have, I mean, it is after the holidays, but it is what it is. If you gained weight, you can go back through your closet and look at those size 4s, 2s, 6s, whatever, that you know you're never going to fit into again, and just give those things away to somebody who can use them. I think that that's really helpful anyway, just from an environmental standpoint. But once you purge your closet, once you get rid of the things that you don't really care about, that you can't fit, that you haven't worn in years, and that you probably aren't going to wear again, you can actually see a truer picture of what your personal style is and what you actually really like. And that's a really good way to curate your wardrobe. It's a good way to learn, damn, what do I really like, aside from what Instagram is telling me, aside from what fashion blogs are telling me, what do I personally like, what do I feel good in? Once you get rid of the things that don't fit that criteria, then you can start shopping for things that can elevate what your personal style already is. So once again, color, texture, pattern, layering. And we'll get a little bit deeper into those things later on this year. But for now, if you are interested in elevating your style for 2019, those are your 4 shopping rules that you can go and conquer with. So good luck. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.